Now, Fred, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Richard.
We were at the top of the Empire State Building somewhere over there last time. Now we're out here.
Just
How is it going?
Really well. You know, it's so great. I mean, just walking over here today, feeling the energy in the streets of New York. The weather's warm, but it's beautiful, and there's no time like summer in the city.
So, how are you doing about getting the numbers back?
Yeah, you know, we're really pleased with the way New York has responded. Now, we were fortunate to start early with our promotions late last year. We got some great funding and support from the mayor. And what we've seen is that the travelers are responding. So people are anxious to get back to what they know and they love. And we found that jewels like New York, places that they're acquainted with, places that give them energy and excitement, are really drawing the numbers back. So we're very pleased. We're on track, as you said.
What do you need more of? Because I'm also concerned, for example, let's take monkeypox.
Yes.
Because that is, New York is one of the centres where the numbers are rising. Are you concerned?
Yeah, no. I'm glad to see the federal response, by the way. I think it's really important.
An emergency?
Yeah, emergency declaration this week, and of course the city and the state have done the same. But we've seen no bearing on travel or the willingness to travel. And of course, you know, vaccinations are now available, and I think people are heeding the advice. So no, we're not concerned about it the way we were with COVID.
And inflation. This city is expensive to start with. You've got a very strong dollar, which is at parity with the euro, just about. So you would expect to see perhaps a tail off of European visitors.
Yeah, it's something we've watched very closely over the years, and there's often been a correlation. But what we're seeing now is we're still riding this wave of pent-up demand. So many people booked early, particularly the international market. So the forward bookings going into the fall actually are quite strong. So what we think will happen is that we'll see an impact on spending. Instead of buying 4 pairs of shoes, you'll buy 2. But we don't see any impact right now in terms of turn back, particularly with international.
And, okay, you're going to have a reasonably good summer.
Yes, should be a good summer.
But if I know you, you're looking at Christmas. I know that sounds really strange, we're talking about Christmas.
No, you're right.
You're looking at Christmas.
We are.
What plans do you have?
Yeah, so we've already started promoting for the holidays earlier this year.
No, that's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, from Thanksgiving
Halloween,
right through New Year's.
Yep.
It's huge for us. You know, we're on the cusp of the U.S. Open, of course, coming, Fashion Week. Then, of course, we'll go right into the United Nations General Assembly, which is a very strong time for us, and we expect that to be great. The marathon's back at full speed this year, and we expect the holidays to be very strong in New York.
2 things. I live here, but I think you know that I'm a fan as well.
Yes.
2 things. The issues of crime.
Yes.
I know what the Commissioner said. I know what she said. I know the policy is in place, but the reality is, the perception is the crime is high, and it's stubbornly high. And I'll be honest with you, Fred. The streets are dirty.
Yeah. Well,
the streets are dirty in major tourist areas when they should be cleaned.
Yeah, it's something the mayor's laser focused on. Everyone recognizes the need to connect safety and cleanliness. He's put more police on the streets. There's, of course, more social services in the subway. And there's a real effort to make sure that the streets are clean for visitors to New York. And the fact remains, New York is still the safest big city in America. What we're seeing in these terms is not just unique to New York, but it is still the safest big city in America, and everyone should feel confident in coming here.
You must be relieved.
I am relieved. It feels really good to be back and to see this attraction.
I mean, this is just extraordinary. Barry Diller's creation is just extraordinary.
He had such an amazing vision, and this gift to the city of New York is incredible. But we've also seen infrastructure upgrades. If you've been to Moynihan Station,
it's wonderful,
incredible.
But there's no seats.
Well,
there's
they're
no
working
seats
on
in the
seats.
main hall. LaGuardia, which I think the then Vice President described it as a developing world airport. LaGuardia is absolutely stunning with that fountain.
It's a huge point of pride for us. And you know, Newark, of course, the new terminal is opening now.
Oh yes, it's over there. Yes.
Yeah, it's coming online. The JFK we're envisioning. So the infrastructure is there. You know, the hospitality is back, the energy's back, and it's going to be a good year in New York.
Summer Fridays, we're glad to have you with us,
Good
sir.
to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. Now, normally, Crestwayne's business comes from just over there. You can't